This meeting is being recorded.
So now you know. So it is May 26th, 2022, and we are just recovering from, I like to think, a pretty nice and pretty reasonably successful Spring Brookline event. And I know a number of you guys were there, and I had a great time. I will be posting photos, and I took a video. But Tom and I had tried to see what we could do, just to see if doing a live Zoom meeting or any form of Zoom meeting from there remotely is feasible. And our experience seems to be mostly on the no side because we don't have much of a reach with Wi-Fi, and cellular signal is marginal. So I probably will post a video anyway. You'll get a laugher out of it. It's, I didn't really plan for this, prepare. I sort of just did it on the fly ad hoc. So forgive my less than crisp descriptions as I'm wandering around having conversations, trying to joke around, which may or may not have been successful, but it was a fun time and everyone was a good sport about it.
Yeah.
So I will post. I'll send an email when I have a chance to do it. I've just been so busy this week. I've got a wedding to go to this weekend for my niece, so I probably try to do it when I'm back. But anyway, we have Bob Bennett. Most everybody are veterans of Bob Bennett being a guest here, and Bob is kind enough to join us once again. And I guess what I'll do is I'm going to share the video he took of the most recent Kutztown event. And I don't know who any of you may have attended the meeting, but if any of you folks did and have experiences, observations, or acquisitions you want to share, we're all in. And if you don't, I also have, we can talk a little bit about some of the photos that Tom Scarpelli took, and there's some really nice pieces there, so we have a nice walkthrough. So without further ado, I'm going to share my screen, and Bob, I'm going to mute the sound on the video, and Bob, you can do your usual stellar narration here. So let me just share my screen. Let's see, I believe this. Let's see here. Now, let's see here. Hold on. Why isn't it? Oh, okay. I know what the problem is. Here, whoops, wrong one. Hold on a second here. As usual, these things get a little bit snickety. Sorry about this, folks. Something went awry here. Just bear with me. I just have to log back in. What I have was I inadvertently closed a window that I didn't really mean to do. So let's see here. Murphy's Law, as they say. Where is it? Here we go. Okay, folks, sorry about that. My bad. So, for some reason it's not. Oh, here we go. Phew. Okay, now I'm gonna. Have I shared my screen, by the way, with you guys yet? Is it sharing?
Yeah.
The software must have changed, so it's doing something a little bit out of the ordinary. So now, what do you guys see right now? Are you seeing about the YouTube video about to play?
Yeah.
You see me. Okay. Right. This. Okay. Let's see if this will.
There we go.
There we go.
All right. Things are a little bit different. It must be.
Lost your audio.
All right. Okay. You can see this? Do the YouTube video, guys? So I'm going to let this go. Bob, it's all yours.
All right. Can everybody hear me okay?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'll assume that's a yes.
Yes.
All right. So here I am in my spot. And that is my scrolling marquee. I actually have that built into of early 40s Philco cabinet that I had sitting around. And I sell tubes at these events, so I'm just little advertisement as I'm talking.
Oh, I like it.
Yeah. Actually, I can't take credit for making that. That's an Arduino, and maybe you guys know Sal from Sal's Capacitors, and he made that for me. And I have this software and everything. I could change the color and change the message on it if I want to. I haven't yet, and I was running it off of a like a 12-volt storage battery. So here I am pleading my case to thank you for watching the video, and I get a small stipend from Google once a year for all your hard work. I can actually pay my cable bill for free for 1 month out of the year. So here is the pavilions, and it's like a small driveway between the two pavilions. That was Friday morning. Let's see what we're going to next year. It just gives you an idea of what it's just two main pavilions and then a little road on either side of it. I saw this. I kind of like the radio, but I like the sign a little bit more. I thought that was pretty cool.
That's beautiful.
I misspelled some of the presentations because I was sleep deprived and I was still trying to feel out my medication. I had a heart attack about, not quite 2 months ago, and I'm still trying to feel out my meds right now.
Gee, sorry to hear that, Bob.
I'm here. I'm not ready to go. I got too many radios to work on.
Oh, geez, some reasonable prices here.
There were a lot of bargains there, and I'll tell you what, it was not just difficult, but if you pardon the expression, damn difficult not to bring home too much stuff. I actually ended up buying one radio at the end of the event. Now we're going to the high tax bracket here.
Whoa.
These aren't cheap.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
Isn't that nice?
Beautiful. Whoop, someone got a phone ringing?
Mine. Sorry.
That was an unusual radio.
Yeah, that is. Wait, they anyone recognize that? Is that almost looks? Is that European?
I'm not sure. I should have gotten a better shot of the tag.
I think that's European. It looks like it's got a European.
It has a European look to it. I
Yeah.
love this display, by the way.
Oh,
Wow.
I agree.
Arcturus was actually a New Jersey tube manufacturer from Newark, I believe. And this guy had this display, and they were all for sale. And I was just really amazed because when you look at these blue tubes, you usually find like 51s and 27s. This guy had a little bit of everything. I mean, he told him it took him like 30 years to find them all.
Wow. Wow.
Here is the I called it the equivalent to My Pillow. Take a look at the Post-it note on this True Tone radio.
All that's wow. That True Tone, that's a beauty.
I thought that was like the My Pillow of antique radios right there. It's interesting marketing there. Oh, this is a gentleman from Alabama, and he comes up sometimes with his wife.
Oh, Belmont.
And he used automotive quality paints on a lot of his plastic radios.
Wow.
And his wooden radios are stunning. Look at the attention
Wow.
to detail. Now that radio was never that nice when it was new.
Yeah,
But,
I think you're right.
Unless you're really a purist, I would not be ashamed at all to have that on my shelf.
Nope, I agree.
Absolutely beautiful.
Wow.
He strips the lacquer and clear coats it with clear lacquer, which I do on my transoceanics.
Yep.
I mean, look at these two radios right here. This lamp radio,
I
Just-
love it.
really uber rare stuff. And
Yeah.
his
Wow.
numbers commanded.
That's a beauty too. Look at that. That case is quite nice.
And he sells them. He sells most of his radios.
I mean, they look like they rolled right out of the factory, as you say.
Yeah, I try to get a good cross section of stuff that, for everybody. I mean, there's stuff there that's really nice, and then there's probably a narrow window of people that do that. But then, of course, there's your, this is $20, this is $30.
Yeah.
There was lots of that stuff around.
Sure.
I actually was looking for some grill cloth for a radio that I'm working on right now. And not this gentleman at this display. This fellow was from Georgia, but in the same main pavilion a little bit further down, there was another gentleman from Long Island. And I don't know if you guys remember some of the Philco grill cloth that mostly went on consoles, but they were like V's.
Yep.
They went on some of the 38 and 39 radios. He
Yep.
said, I've been
Chevron
exchanging
style.
emails with him. Here's the buy now table for the club.
Oh, okay.
And people donate this stuff to DVHRC, and then they sell it off and see if they can get a few dollars for the club.
Sure.
And I had my share, like you see that Zenith radio there. That was mine.
Okay.
I was a parts radio, so I figured somebody will need that for something, so I donated that.
Commercial time.
And now a commercial.
Well, we got a free
Okay.
commercial out of this.
Yes. Well,
So we
you know,
can
it's
skip the
YouTube.
ads. Okay.
They're not ashamed.
Back to well, that's the price of fame.
Yes.
Very nice. Ah, that's right. The auction.
It's auction time. And I don't think it's a shame that we're not gonna be able to hear the audio on this.
I can flip it on if you want.
Well, if it's gonna be all broken up, it's gonna be just kind of weird, so I can maybe try to describe it. That's Pete Graves, the auctioneer. And he's a trooper. He's such a good guy. He's battling cancer right now, and he's a stand-up guy, and he insisted on doing the auction. So I thought that was really nice of Pete. So they're talking about the rules and everything else. Pete's got a good sense of humor. He says, well, when you bid on these things, when you get them, it's like when you get married, you get what you get, and that's what it is when you bring it home. So you can't bring it back. That's Jared Brown, the guy that's holding the photograph. He's the president of DVHRC. That's a Zenith Covermatic. I think that went for like about $30 with the AM radio on the front.
Nice.
I try to remember some of this. And the Bakelite was beautiful on it. It even had a nice shine to it.
Yeah, but if you even if you brought in the typical solutions, that looks in really nice shape.
I stayed about 45 minutes, and then Mrs. RW wanted to go home and feed the cat and sleep in our own bed and all that stuff. So
yeah,
just wanted to stay. That's an Atwater Kent right there.
Yeah.
I think that only went for like $25 or $30 too.
Wow.
Missing two of the. Oh, actually, you know what? The knobs were inside. There's two knobs missing on the outside of it, but they were inside the radio.
Even better.
Other great deal.
Yeah, $25. Oh yeah. That looks to be in more than respectable shape.
Oh, there's the knobs. He took them out of the back and slapped them on the radio. I forgot.
Gosh, that look like this doesn't need a whole lot on the cosmetic side. Just a good clean.
No. Nope. I think it was just missing the escutcheon, but that they can be found.
Oh sure.
There's his slant front.
Phil,
This went, I think, for $12.
Well,
$12. Wow.
I mean, $12 for that. Well, it was a little bit dirty, so I guess he
yeah.
took some of the thing. You just take it home and power wash it, full chest. Yeah, you'll be fine.
Well, power wash it, power blast it.
Well,
It'll buff right out.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, exactly. Well, the only problem with those radios are sometimes the on-off switch is one of those buttons, and they have a tendency to go bad or get weird. But that's the only really bad thing about those radios. But they're cute.
and the crumbling wire.
And the crumbling wire, yes. The rubber wire. I gave up on that. I do want to do repairs now. I went out and I bought like $30 worth of different colored shrink tubing. So I'll just take one of the wires off and run shrink tubing over it and then heat it up and put it back on.
There you go.
Yeah.
I gave up on that.
TV set.
Now they're selling this Philco TV. Now I'm not a TV guy, but my understanding was that this is one of Philco's first CRT sets. This is like the ones that they got their start on. And I think someone, I forgot what the number went up for that. It wasn't a lot. I think it was like maybe, might have been like $40 for that. And all the knobs and everything were inside the set. And it had I think the guy that's standing behind it, John, he even took the back off it, which is like this big screen, you know, like, oh, since I got back to it. Oh yeah, here it is right here. And it's just a big metal screen. Matter of fact, you can even see it carefully in the picture.
ETV in pretty nice shape.
Sometimes those have they're not transformer powered, so they have like a bazillion electrolytics because there's a whole bunch of doublers in there to make the high voltage. So it costs like $80 in electrolytics just to get the caps redone before you dare turn it on.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the 8K, right? Or is that?
I forgot what that was, to be honest. I think that was a Silvertone.
Oh, okay, okay. I wasn't sure that was the same radio moment though, but
So
let's see what's coming up next. Let's see. Let's name that radio.
oh, that is the Silvertone. Okay.
Oh, it is something. Okay.
That was a pretty radio, but I forgot what that was. What brand?
Doesn't strike me. Nice shape as well. Cosmetically, it looks
It's
pretty
a pretty
reasonable.
radio.
Grill cloth is respectful. Everything is actually pretty solid.
Yeah. I think that one went for like $60 or $65, and I think the condition probably commanded that number.
Yeah, yeah, because there's good polishing. What do we have there?
Maybe
Philco.
it was a 38.3 tabletop Philco, maybe,
Yeah, pretty radio.
or 38.7, I guess, or one of them.
Yeah, I love that. You got some background noise?
What's that?
That's not the video.
That's not the video. It's all muted. But I guess whatever it is has been muted. So
Oh, now we're doing this Philco low boy here.
oh, okay. Wow, that's another nice one. Jeez, that's a nice
Yeah,
shape.
that went cheap too. That only went for like 40 or 45.
Hey, someone can mute, please. Thanks. Sorry about that, Bob.
There was I mean, there was in quantity a lot at this auction, but whatever was there, most of it was in good shape, and it went like uber cheap.
Yeah, it looks like quite a good deal.
If you go rewatch this video, you'll notice that there was one guy that was buying like at least half of what was up there. This radio I really like. This is maybe never mind. I just saved a bunch of money on my car insurance. And I might left over to buy the
We didn't make a kill. Oh shoot, we got
Yes,
another.
that reminds me, I better not have that
Oh,
ice
look at
cream
some
before I go to bed tonight.
There we go.
All right, back to the show.
Yeah, it is nice.
That
Isn't that
is-
pretty radio?
that sure is.
John Carlson really made some good stuff, but I'll tell you what, the only thing I don't like about Stromberg's is that if you go start changing caps on it, they don't put values on their caps. They put part numbers.
Oh,
And
yeah.
then you've got to hunt down the part number to what the value is, or look at the schematic, or
Mhm.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's
It's
just
a bit maddening.
yeah, it's kind of a little added aggravation, but
That's so the competition couldn't steal their designs as easily.
Probably right.
probably. Now I did this turnaround, and this was kind of you see that guy walking?
Yeah.
That was also on the Friday scan. I put the wrong one in.
Oh, okay.
I wasn't kidding when I was telling you I was sleep deprived.
That's
I
okay.
know you guys are Zenith fans. I'm a Zenith fan.
Whoa.
Ooh.
Whoa,
There's
that's pretty.
this one seller had, and this guy, I kind of remember.
250.
Yeah.
Wow.
About 10 years ago, this guy bought this cabinet from me. I had an extra cabinet, and he refinished that and put that radio in there. This radio cabinet's a little bit nicer than mine, but they're both restored 10S669s. And I've had a 10S669. Oh, wait a minute. No, I'm sorry. 10S569. That's a 41. 669 is a 42.
Another pretty one.
This is another pretty Zenith black dial. And I think the number on this one was a done one. I think he wanted 300 for it.
Well,
Yep.
Six,
You guys see
seven.
the sign on that. Oh, and then take a look at this. You want to see a rare bird?
ooh,
Now, if you're a fan of shutter dials, that is a 12 tube shutter dial.
ooh.
That was a reasonable number.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I'd say so.
Chair side and a space heater.
$40.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. Exactly.
So for you breadboard guys, there was a
Yeah.
couple of them sitting around here. This was probably the nicest one I could find. AK breadboard.
Yeah, that is cool. I think
They actually have come down in price a little bit, I've noticed.
I know
Here's Manny Mo and Jack. Actually, the gentleman all the way to the left, he's from Canada. He's a member of NJARC, and his name is
yeah.
Dan, and he's a super nice guy. He's really talented. All right, so now this guy here, his name is John. He's an NJARC member. He actually he's an aircraft pilot. He actually went to live in Texas for about 8 or 9 years, and then he came back to New Jersey. He has a farm, and he's showing me his eggs. And if you look carefully, the ones on the left, you remember Dr. Seuss's book, Green Eggs and Ham?
yeah.
Green eggs is the real deal. And he has hens that laid green eggs.
Ah,
Now he was showing them off. And then I was kind of ribbing John. John had all his cold stuff in the cooler, and I was teasing him. Is that where you keep the weed?
yeah.
Because not too far away from John, and probably I'm about 6 miles away. They just opened up in New Jersey a grow building that used to be a Walmart,
Uh-huh.
and they're growing legal marijuana in there. But when
Oh,
you're driving your car down the highway, you could smell the plants in the car, unless you have your ventilation system
sure.
closed or whatever. So you can see the green eggs.
Oh,
on the
yeah.
left.
They got a green tint to them.
That's a real deal. I mean, I raised chicken. I raised when I was a kid. They made those brown eggs on the right-hand side. So
That's
he was
funny.
trying to sell them. He actually wanted to give me some to bring home, but I didn't have enough ice to keep them from going bad.
Now, I'm told that you can actually you can refrigerate them later. They are fine at room temperature. We have friends with chickens, and they've given us eggs straight up. Now, I usually just put them in the refrigerator anyway, but she said you can keep them out for a week or two. That
Yeah,
refrigerator.
you can. You can.
But
John
I'm
said
not,
they were only a couple days old, but
yeah. I refrigerate ours anyway, but that's what she's told us.
yeah. So basically, John and I are just kind of bouncing some chicken stories off each other and eggs and things
Okay.
like that. John's a super good guy.
Why?
I'm sorry?
Of course, the endless debate about, according to this, brown eggs are the most common up here in Maine. Right, Larry?
That John mentioned his trailer, his horse trailer that he was sleeping in. And that's it.
Oh, that's great. What I could do is I get shipped over to now. Before I go off and maybe show some of Tom Scarpelli's photos, did anyone in the attendees here go to Kutztown at all? Oh, John. Okay, so John, did you get come away with anything cool?
I honestly, I made a point of not buying anything.
That's a lie. You said this on the other.
yeah,
meeting.
yes, I
told
said
you I
right.
lied.
Bob,
Now tell the truth, John.
I bought a 6AN8 tube from Bob, and which was very nicely priced. I told him
Big spender.
it was priced at $2, and I told him it was worth more, but he still only charged me $2. I'm in a getting rid of mode. I'm not buying anything. I've been throwing stuff out for the last few months, and just junk and selling stuff. I got to get rid of this stuff. It's like choking me.
Yeah.
But I was there, and I sold a lot of stuff. I had 2 spaces, and I sold the books, and I sold a bunch of stuff, and I was very happy. It was very good meet, and took a bunch of photos. This usual stuff. That's it.
Cool. So now, did you guys think that it was a better show, the same, or or even attendance wise?
I'll tell you, I keep track. I'm one of those types that keep spreadsheets show after show. And this is in the last 11 years, this is that I've been going straight now, or 12 years. This is the second most that I've sold dollar wise in the whole time I've been going. I don't want to make it sound like it's all about money, but that's the way I track it. So I was very happy with this show. I think attendance was fine also. It was a nice show. There's a lot of good stuff there, and I was very happy. And it seems like it's recovered from the pandemic years.
I can say that, it's really funny because, and I'm sure you guys probably see it up in New England, maybe, when you went to, I know they just had Near Fest, and we have events like that around, we have events like that around here in New Jersey and New York and PA. But, there's been a gradual thinning down. Like these events seem to be getting a little bit smaller and a little bit smaller. Kutztown has been the other way around. Now, it was a time where the main pavilion was always the main pavilion. The secondary pavilion was usually half radio vendors, and then you had people coming in. Like Friday would, the other half would be empty, and then Saturday, all these other like antique vendors would be coming in there and selling you glass and old tools and all kinds of antique stuff. But within the last, just before COVID, I would say that I think we had the 20. I remember one of the Kutztown events in 2020 was the first one where both pavilions were full of radio and radio related things, and that hasn't changed. I will say though, and I'm gonna speculate because I really don't know the reason. The attendance was down just slightly, and there were a few empty tables, and I think that may have been for the in New Jersey anyway, it's like $4.50 a gallon gas. In PA, I think it was like $4.70, $4.80, and I'm sure it's high by you guys too. So I think that may have, for the guys that do a lot of the drive down there with like vans and things like that to, collect stuff, I think that had some effect. But like John said just now, I didn't, from a monetary standpoint, I don't. It's nice if I make some money, but I'm not looking for money. But it wasn't I didn't make as much this time around as I did in the fall. And I think it's just because of the gas prices. That's all. But I think the people that were there were spending. There were nobody that was shy. Heck, I even squeezed John for $2. So, heck, it was okay. And when I go to these events, most of my table is just tubes. And then I have like some test equipment and, some done radios, some parts radios. The tube thing I just do basically to help other hobbyists out. If you buy a tube from, say, a tube dealer on the web, and the tube is $15, it's another $5 to ship it. I usually sell that tube for $5. And it's either brand new or 85% or better emission. That's what I bring out, and that's what I use for doing my own work. And I think that it's important for me anyway. I mean, and a lot of people I've spoken to feel the same way, that I really want to see this hobby go on. And it's really, really hard to do when you have kids today that have 400 channels of cables, a smartphone, Xbox, and, all these distractions. But every once in a while I could break through and get somebody interested. So I really want to do that. And, a lot of us, I'm on a fixed income. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I'm a cheap ham radio guy, just like all you are. So I just want to fulfill you with, being able to help you do your project. If I have the tubes that you're looking for, that's all I'm there for. And then of course the camaraderie and seeing everybody from the various clubs and various areas of the country. I got one guy from Kentucky who calls me once a week, asks me questions about his radios and stuff like that. He's a retired fireman, and he's a great guy. I love talking to him. And that's just part of the fun. It's just keeping this stuff alive and being around other like-minded people.
Did you, hey Bob, did you see any of the younger crowd maybe milling about at Kutztown, or was it usually, old fogies like us?
Well, I'm 63 and a half. But you see guys in their 30s and 40s occasionally.
That's encouraging.
There's two guys that live out in PA. They're probably about an hour away, and I knew their father, and he passed away. He died of cancer 3 years ago. But now the kids are grown up. They're driving their own car, and they're in their early 20s, and they always stop and come by and see me. And believe me, they have an old Dodge Magnum wagon. They changed a Hemi and put a different motor in it. They're gearheads too, and they fill that wagon right up, man. They just go there and start buying everything and fill that wagon right up. So it's great.
Good to hear. Definitely good to hear. Hey,
Question?
what I can do is I can share some of the photos Tom Scarpelli took, because he has lots of good stills. He took there's some nice pieces, and so maybe I could walk through some of that.
All right.
Let me do that right now. Okay, sharing's going much better this time around. No fat
Ooh.
fingering on my part. So look at this. Now, is this a handsome row or what?
Wow.
Tabletops. This is name this radio, but there's better photos ahead. What do we think this is? Does anyone recognize this?
It might be an Emerson.
I think it's a Zenith, because look at the dial pointer. The dial pointer.
Oh, you
in
were
the
right.
center.
Yep. There it
I
is.
know some
Yeah,
Emersons.
that's a Zenith with the shadow eye kind of tuner on the thing, like Philco's had.
That's beautiful.
That is beautiful.
Now look at that with the nice chrome, grill. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. It's nice.
Midwest.
Is that what that is?
That's a Midwest. I have
That's
one.
handsome.
Oh yeah, it is.
I
Love
have
it.
that same one, different chassis where all those buttons around the dial. Mine doesn't have the buttons. That's the only difference.
It's supposed to be a top line. I love the sort of semi dashboard look about it.
Yeah.
Some really interesting variety
Speakers.
speakers and so
Got a
forth.
bunch of beautiful orange and a little RCA 4.2 portable on the table
Right there.
with the
Okay.
leather case, which you
Yeah.
almost never see. Wow.
There's some nice stuff there. There's some impressive. When I looked at these photos beforehand, I said, "Wow, it's
Oh,
quite
wow.
nice." Nice image. Look at that. Whoop.
Who made that?
There's a name on the bomb in the middle, but I can't make it out.
That's an Emerson.
Oh, it is
Yeah.
an Emerson.
Yeah, it's
right.
Emerson. Oh yeah.
That one I think is, yeah.
Thank you, John.
Strange. I don't know why is it not letting me forward now? Hold on a second, guys. Let me just see if I can fix this. Why is this? Let me just see if I can fix this little problem here. It's there we go. Must be there we go. Okay, I can reshare here. It just wouldn't give me the ability to forward through the photos. All right, let's see here. All right, let's try this again. All right, here we go. Think of where we left off, because I was missing this, the right arrow. Oh,
Okay.
look at all those TOs. And
Oh, wow.
I see some German stuff here. That might be a
That's a Grundig.
It is a Grundig. And
That's Bill Overbeck's table. I was actually looking at buying all those TOs from him, but we couldn't come to a number. So I walked away and he got mad. I said, "Look, don't be mad at me. I just don't want to pay what you want for him."
he
Bill's
does
a funny guy, though. He's a lot of laughs when you start talking to him.
Oh, variety. He's got German stuff. I definitely see the Grundig, but I'm looking at stuff behind. He's got quite a variety.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's nice.
Well, that's real interesting.
Not very first one I've seen of this style castle.
Yeah,
That
that's
kind of
definitely
looks like
one you'd want to keep away from small children.
Oh yeah. Nice seeing it.
Yeah, there's got a GE Colorama too.
Yeah.
Atwater Kent.
Yeah. Wow. Oh, look at this. RCA, right? Yeah.
Wow.
It's actually not. That's a rather tidy little radio.
Never saw one of those before.
Yeah, I've seen the same.
There's a
Oh,
Grunow.
wow. It's Grinnell?
Grunow, I
Yeah.
think, yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Tabletop looks like a college
General
one.
Household Utilities Company. Yeah.
Rather unusual cabinet.
Mhm.
Just the
Yeah.
size of it.
Also another beautiful. I mean, cabinet is beautiful.
There's some guys that are just really amazing. That's the one I was showing you, the shutter dial there.
Ah, yes. Wow, that's beautiful.
There it is.
I mean, look at the
I will
woodwork.
say though that the radio still needed to be gone through, but the case was pretty nice. It had a few little scratches.
Yeah, I
on
was
it.
gonna say, just aside from a couple of little warts, it's beautiful. I wouldn't do a thing. I'd be very reluctant to do anything too aggressive. It's too
Oh,
nice.
Howard, take care of that.
Yeah, you're right. You could blend that in very nicely. I would love to own that. Well, here's a nice
Yeah.
variety of things. What do we have here?
We got everything from an
Holograph.
S38 to what the it's
Crosley?
Crosley.
Presley.
A couple RCA's in the back.
Yeah, it looks that way with a tuning eye.
Yes, one does, one doesn't.
Yeah.
And the
Very.
talking house transmitter. Oh, no house
There
would
you
be
go.
alone without it.
Exactly. That's very nice. Look at this chair side.
That's a 41 Zenith chair side. I've never seen that kind of ornate style on that before, though.
Yeah.
That's really
Yes,
nice.
that's absolutely beautiful. You look at this. It's just
I didn't even see that.
gorgeous.
Somebody probably snacked it up before I had a chance to take a picture of it.
Yeah, that's absolutely. I will say this is a lot of very talented people, with very nice sets here in terms of restoration. The cabinets are gorgeous. Look at that. Now
That's really unusual, huh?
US radio.
yeah, U.S. radio.
Huh.
Oh, very interesting. I love again, nice little dashboard style.
If you look at the center dial there, or where we have the 3 pointers on the bottom,
Yeah.
does that say AVC? Yeah,
Oh, yeah, and tone.
automatic volume control. Wow.
Oh, yeah, I see what you mean. Very good catch.
I was just curious what that control was. It just
Mhm.
That is neat.
that might have had a manual AVC on the thing. It's kind of neat. Of course, Armstrong took care of that.
Oh, here's the cabinet. I think it's the same radio.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just boy, it's beautiful. Other than maybe a real cloth that's slightly marginal in a couple of spots. Boy, that nice looking radio.
Yeah.
I don't think I see a price on this. To say, I don't think I can get any closer.
I don't really see anything on there.
Yeah, that's all right. Oh, there we go. Nice tabletop. Dictograph, silent radio.
That's a Feta, I believe.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, that's a Feta radio made by Feta for dictograph. It's a silent thing. It had some earphone thing that plugged into the back of it, and it's like a tambour door that goes from the right to the left.
Sure. I can see it.
But it is, if it's a faded chassis, definitely.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I've never seen one of these before.
yeah.
Nice
Interesting.
Crosby in the background, by the way. That's a neat radio. In reasonable condition, all things considered. Got a whole wide variety of stuff here. That looks like a Phillips, I think.
Yeah, it has the symbol on there for Phillips.
Yeah, I think that's Phillips. Yeah.
Not sure what that is next to it. That's a Stromberg on the table.
That's another fader actually next to the Phillips.
This
Oh,
one
is
right
it?
here?
The white Bakelite or whatever that is.
Yeah, with this.
Yeah.
That is a fader. It's probably it's a similar dial to the one we just saw. But the other one has, the knobs are different in terms of placement. But that is a fader. They came also in a brown cabinet besides the white one.
Ah, right. That seemed to be their common approach. In fact, my father model 790 came. I have the burgundy brown color, and they offered it white.
Yeah. One problem with that radio, that chassis, is the dial cover. The plastic dial cover is riveted on to the dial.
Oh,
And
really?
yes. So if you want to change that, you got to, drill the rivets. And I think that the radio dial guy from Georgia.
Oh, Mark?
Yeah, I think he may sell it, but again, you have to somehow fix it to the dial itself because it is riveted on.
Interesting variety of little. That's an interesting. Like I said, meant to be a phone, I guess, or
It's a phone.
Yes, it is a phone. A couple more consoles. We got here.
Another unusual cabinet for a shutter dial.
Yeah.
Yeah. Some beautiful pieces here.
Yes.
Two Zeniths, I guess.
Yeah, that 39's got all the tabs on it too. Those are always missing or broken or.
Yeah. Yeah, they broke easily. And all in nice shape.
Yes.
I mean, look at the cabinet, so just wow.
Here's a strong.
There's a Honey
Another
right
Stromberg. That's nice. Nice, very nice shape.
That is a big beast. I've got one like that.
Oh, is that right?
Oh, it's huge.
It's heavy too.
Heavy too. Yeah.
One of my college buddies, his aunt had that radio, and I restored it for him probably about 7-8 years ago. And I'll tell you what, I was struggling just to carry that thing up to his doorstep.
I believe it.
It's heavy.
No, when you're in the radio hobby, you don't have to worry about going to the gym.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's for sure. I have a Nordmenda Tannhäuser 57. So it's maybe 1957 US model, and the thing's a big radio, and that thing is the heaviest one in my collection. That thing's a ton. I call it the Tannhäuser. It's like to move that thing. It's like Izzy Mandelbaum in Seinfeld. It's like, oh, my back.
The problem is with a lot of them, they didn't weigh that much when we were 25 years younger when we bought them.
Yes.
Now it's like, how
Yeah,
did
I
that
know. You
thing
just
ever get,
it's nothing.
how did this thing get up here into this room?
I know. You think it levitated by itself or something. Yeah, that's for sure. So what do we have here?
It's like a 70 or a 90 Philco. Can't really
The one
tell.
on the right.
I think it's a 70 because the 90 had the bottom arch, bottom trim was arched on it.
Oh, that's right. You're right.
But I don't think they had a brass discussion like that.
No, somebody must either electroplayed that or painted it maybe.
Yeah.
I've got a 90 that don't look that good with that scutcheon in it.
Must be the same vendor. I think this is the one with the Stromberg Carlson. I think, over
All
here.
right.
Oh, look at that. Nice variety of stuff. Got the old Hopalong Cassidy.
Hopalong Cassidy.
Nice shape.
Yes.
Little 4-2 Barvin.
I love this with the cactus, saguaro cactus. Love it. And a nice Filco. Oh, that's a nice shape. Nicely done. The cabinet looks beautiful. We got up here. We got obviously a solid state. Know what this is, but I don't recognize it. And I'm not sure if I recognize them, but look at that woodwork. That is beautiful.
Firestone, maybe?
Firestone or Sonora, one or the other.
That sounds right. Yeah, I think you're right. But boy, look at that woodwork. Isn't that pretty?
Yeah.
Oh, here's an Air Chief.
Oh, Air Chief. Oh, it is a Firestone.
Yeah,
Okay.
ta-da. Very nice. But boy, that's a very elegant, rich looking
Yeah.
cabinet. I'd not mind that on my tabletop.
Wonder if that other radio in the background was a Russian radio.
Let's see. See if we can reverse that baby. This. Oh yeah, maybe. I'm looking at that. Let's even get. Yeah, you made the call. IBM presents. You make the call. Well done. I was looking at that saying, what the heck is that saying? I was just like, maybe my eyes are giving up here, but no, that's Cyrillic.
Memorex.
Yeah, maybe it is, you know. That was a good catch. Good catch there, Bob. Now this one just needs a little polishing.
Yeah.
I'll buff out.
No, just change some caps. It'll be fine.
This is
No, that's like the radio version of the visible V8. You get to
Oh,
see.
yes. Oh, that was an awesome model. My brother built that.
Oh my
The
God.
Renwall model kit.
That
Yep.
transformer looks great in the back. Look at that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Talk about minty. Yeah, see that? Whoa.
Oh, that baby's barn fresh.
Yeah, just buff it out. You'll be fine.
That's when I'm with a friend, I look at something like that and they say, I'll buy it if we plug it in at your house.
Yeah. Yeah.
Little naval jelly will take care of that.
Yeah, exactly.
This is what they invented Howard's for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think a good salesman would say, hey, but it comes with the original knobs.
That's
Yeah,
right.
true. And it does have the dial face looks salvageable.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess we can give something. We gave a few points here for something, although boy, it's stretching it.
Quite a patina.
Yeah.
Everyone should have just one of those somewhere right in the living room to drive their wife crazy with. That would
Oh
be
boy.
perfect.
With the sign says I fix radios,
Yeah.
Oh boy. So here we go. Got a whole variety of stuff here.
Atwater,
Sorry.
a couple Atwater Kents,
Okay.
the tombstones.
Yep. I think you are right. Is this an RCA or Zenith?
It's
No,
a
it's
Zenith, I think.
Zenith. No, it's a Zenith.
That's an FM only set, by the way.
Oh, is that right? I didn't even know
Yes.
they made FM only.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, they
odd.
did. They made a couple models. That's one of them.
Huh. Because it seemed like, if you had, I can't think of ever seen FM except for the pilots back in the 30s, 40s, but otherwise,
Well, Sherwood, later on, Sherwood made not a lot, but they made FM only receivers.
oh, really?
Tube amplifiers, but FM front ends.
Huh.
I had a Fisher FM only receiver for a while.
You had a 400.
Yeah, I think it was.
I have one right above my head where I'm sitting.
Nice. Okay, another row of,
Yeah,
look at all these babies.
need a
Oh,
big box truck.
Yeah. Look at all these beauties.
Zenith, Silvertone.
Wow.
I wonder if, I can't remember the name of the gentleman, but I think that's the guy that comes up from Pittsburgh. He sells a lot on eBay.
Oh,
And,
this must be the same photo from a different angle of the first photo.
I have a feeling that's the guy who had all these.
Yeah, because he's got one on my bucket list right there that Arvin Rhythm made.
Which one is that, Greg?
That would be the one right on the end with the big round dial, the tombstone.
Oh, right here.
Right there. That's the one. Yeah.
Oh, that
They have
is.
a neat dial on there. They've got a lighted pointer that goes around with the.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
Oh, I'd like that. That's pretty. Oh, there we go. Let's see what we got here. Oh, that's the one. That's the photo you took
Yes,
of the video there.
yes, the True Tone. My pillow.
Now, what might this be?
That's a True Tone.
Oh,
there.
yeah, so it is. Yeah. That's another attractive radio. This
That's a Majestic.
Majestic, yes. Wow, what a nice institution.
It's majestic.
Yeah, I'd say so. I guess they really mean it. That's quite.
I had someone ask me one time, they were looking at an automatic radio that I was trying to sell. So what's automatic about? I said the name. Oh, a Stradivarius Emerson.
Yeah.
Ooh, Strat, yeah.
Those are nice.
That's ugly.
Yeah.
Well,
That looks like it's been.
you know,
refinished.
it's like golf or dark beer. It's an acquired taste.
There you go.
I think it's usually darker. It looks like it's been refinished. I'm not sure, but it's a
It's a little
beautiful
bit-
radio.
It's a good point, John. It's a little bit lighter than what it should be, I think.
Yeah, but it's beautiful.
But it's
I
still
mean,
pretty nice.
and they have the thing now, on the top of it, how they carved out or cut
Yeah,
out.
what's that thing? Is that where you put the quarters in? What
No,
is
no.
it?
Yeah.
Only when it's turned on.
That's over the rectifier tube. Let the heat out.
Ah,
The funny thing is, it's just an AA5 inside.
Yeah,
Oh,
I may have to, it's refusing to forward. Let's see if I can do anything here. It's refusing to forward. It must be something about because this is a direct link to the site of where Tom deposited his photos, and it's not quite as reliable as
what if you zoom? What if you zoom out a bit more? Are you zooming in and then the arrow's off the screen, or is it just disappearing?
It just disappeared. It does it every so often. I think it's I think it's a software issue. Let me just stop sharing again, see if I can rectify this problem. As always, there's always a little. Stop share for a moment and see if I can't get this corrected.
This is probably a good group for rectifying problems.
Yeah, exactly right. That's why I used that word. I figured that might. Yeah, you have to hear the. I just flew in from.
Right now, it looks like you're using selenium, though, is the problem.
Just it's it's like I was saying, going with software, you get what you get, and sometimes things have limits. Just bear with me here, and I just have to go recover the email with the link. Here we go. Just redo this. All right, let me just advance to the right photo here.
While this is going on, I'm going to ask the group a question. Has anybody seen a picture of Bill Gates lately?
I
Kind of.
saw an interview recently. He looks older, but
I saw him the other in a video, and he had like a beer gut going on or something, or an ice.
Oh
cream
yeah.
cutter.
There's a meme about a pregnant Bill Gates going around out there somewhere, but I did see that. I was trying to remember when I had seen him last, but yeah, definitely has the beer belly.
And I don't feel so bad now. Just I don't have his money.
Well, COVID is definitely, I walk in, we've only gone back to our building this at the beginning of May. So there are colleagues I haven't seen in 2 years. So they come in, seems to be coming up the COVID beard of some sort, some form of it. Everyone's got some sort of facial hair. Me, I'm the modicum of consistency, what you see what I've been doing for the past ever. So, so I guess people are changing in COVID in different ways.
Yes.
So let's see here.
I have no idea what that is. Oh,
That-
freshman masterpiece, huh?
Freshman masterpiece, huh?
That's see, those very often. There we go. That is not commonly seen.
No.
Very
That doesn't-
humble
That doesn't
radio.
look like any freshman masterpiece I've ever seen. Freshman masterpiece I'm aware of is the 3-dialer.
I
Right.
think that a number of companies made that. That might be an airline. It looks like an airline radio, but
yeah.
other companies made it. Also, like Belmont. It could be a Belmont, one of those type of radios.
I had a girlfriend in college who was a freshman masterpiece.
Zoom. Judge King.
Sorry, I had COVID, so that's my excuse. Sorry.
That's all right. No, no
Brain
problem.
damage, huh?
Yep. It's already kicking in. You've heard of long
There's
COVID. I have short COVID.
It's a white dial Zenith.
Yeah.
We're kind of naked in the grill cloth department, but other than that, it looks
Yep.
pretty there.
Yeah. No, it looks otherwise more than salvageable.
You can personalize it with your own favorite style grill cloth.
Yes.
Looks like some of the base is missing.
Some of the what?
Some of the base right around
Oh.
the trim.
Oh, the wraparound. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's part of the decorative thing. That it's supposed to look like that.
Yeah.
Really?
Yes, it is. There's a piece on the right side, and then beneath the what was the grill cloth?
It has a tone control if you need more bass. So
Oh,
Huh.
Must be that new strain of COVID.
yeah, sorry. I'll leave it up to the moderator to mute me anytime.
That's all right. That's all right. We
I love it.
we enjoy it. This is an anything goes kind of Zoom meeting, What do we have here? Anyone recognize this one? Is that essentially just your stations are controlled just with this little, here's your dial face.
Yeah.
I have no idea what this is. I can't.
Looks very generic.
Yeah, I mean, I just can't get. I can't get enough detail on the badge here to have a clue what this is. The mystery radio. We've been stumped. We have somebody that, you click and clack, and they stump the chump. I guess
Yes.
we chumps are stumped. Oh, here we go. Here's
Here we
some
go.
Silvertones, all right. Silvertone log cabin.
Ooh, that is pretty.
That is nice.
I like that dial face.
Mm.
No, what? No, who makes this?
Silvertone.
That's
see?
what I thought. I was going to say Silvertone, but I was, I wanted to be sure. I didn't want to stand corrected.
Yeah, that one's a Silvertone too. Both of them are.
Yes.
They made, they made some very attractive radios. They really did. This is a
Yeah.
really pretty. Even the cabinet, the whole thing really works for me, and it's got a tuning on it. Extra points for this one.
So many of those are missing that 10A discussion too. It's in really nice shape.
Yeah, this one would look very nice in my house. But it'll never happen. Ah, here's a close up of Greg, the one you're there. Look at that Arvin.
Yeah.
That is,
Big radio.
yeah.
How did the the needle illuminator, or was it like the GE beam of light thing where they had a light behind it?
I think there was a light attached on the back side, right behind the pointer, and as you tuned around the dial, the bulb just followed the needle around.
Oh, okay.
I have a Stuart Warner with a more simple version of that. What they did is it has a translucent dial face, so it's not clear like this. It's it's the numbers and so forth, and on the needle's behind. Can't really see the needle, but the light bulb is attached to the top of the needle. So just when it arcs across in the hemisphere, you could just see it just is lighting up you can see the dial needle only because the light's there. It's behind the plastic dial face. It's cleverly done. It's actually for fairly. It's got the Telecron automatic clock as well. So for like a kitchen radio or bedroom radio, it's actually pretty nice. It's actually nice. Clever little extra feature.
It's kind of like the silver tone they use at Flash-O-Matic, I think they called it, where
Yeah.
the little light behind the needle.
Yeah, I like that. It's actually really cool. There's for the next Zoom meeting, there's I can't remember the name. It's somehow not coming to the surface, but it was an Australian radio that Howard brought, and you'll see nice photos, and the needle that has the needle is lit. It's just absolutely my picture doesn't do it justice because there's just too much light. But if the lights are out, it is just this really eye-catching lit dial with the needle that's lit. You'll see it next week or 2 weeks from now.
Good. Oh.
There's some guy pedaling a
Beast.
That is a beast.
That's got to be either a 12 or 15 tuber.
Yeah,
I think that might be a 15er.
Wow.
Now that I think about it.
Is there missing a bar on the grill of that?
It looks like
yeah, they may
like it just flopped down there. It's not missing. It's just not attached.
I see.
Yeah, it's going to be moved. But
Yeah.
boy, if that's all that's wrong with it, that's not too bad because cosmetically it looks pretty nice.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I wouldn't do a thing other than fix that bar. What do we got here? Is that an AK? Trying to look again.
Or is it a farm set with a battery eliminator on top of it? Or what is that thing up above it? I don't know.
A stray chassis.
Yep.
Yeah, maybe.
Wet electrolytics.
Too bad.
Oh, there we go.
Yes,
It's
it looks
Scott.
like power
Yeah.
supply.
Ah, there we go.
amplifier.
There you go.
Look at that. No, you don't see those too often. It's a neat radio.
I think it's isn't that the close-up of the set we were just looking at?
Yeah,
The console, yeah.
yeah.
So I think the chassis on top was the power supply and audio amplifier chassis for that Scott.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Now I'm embarrassed because I do have a Scott of that vintage. I think it's a 15, I think it is. 15 tube. Either a 15 or an 18, I can't remember, but the power supply and audio output, push pull 2A3s, fantastic sound, great audio output transformer.
Interesting.
Delco on the right.
Delco?
I think I have a Delco like that with that dial on it.
Ah, you may be right. This one I just can't identify offhand. Of course, it's Zenith,
Mhm.
AM only, nice looking set, more than reasonable. Come on. A house.
Oh.
In case this is not a radio. Or it's
You need a house to put all your new radios in.
So I guess that caught Tom's eye with this half brick face, half That's pretty funny.
Well, the radio side's obviously on the left because you can see the guy hanging the antenna wire out the window there.
Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute. No, there was a dish in the corner.
Oh, okay.
Old radios turned me on. Boy, he's simple.
Yeah, Doesn't take much.
Admiral, look at that. That's in pretty solid shape.
Yeah, usually the handles are long gone on those.
That's true with most of the era portables. Handles one
Really
of the first
surprised by
used.
I'm surprised by the condition of the plastic escutcheon on the front. I think it's not all beat up or warped or anything. It's in good shape.
Boy.
Oh,
Well,
Still.
Getting a deja vu all over again.
yeah, I'm getting the same. I think I've learned what it is. Yeah, I have to be careful what I do on the picture of moving around it because it locks up. You lose the cursor. So bear with me. I gotta stop sharing again. It's. I think I figured out what's causing the bug, but I'm learning on the fly here as to what the issue is. So let me just let me go close that. Let me bring up the window again, which is right in the link. This will go much faster now than keeping email in front of me here, because this is obviously a little bit of a recurring problem that's brought on by certain user interface behaviors. There we go. About to. Oh, here we go. Now I can share. Pick up where we left off. Screen. Boom. Share. There we go, guys. I have to be careful how much I move around the picture. Looks like a few campers there.
You can camp there for free, by the way. So if you have a tent and a sleeping bag and a couple changes of clothes, you can hang out there and sleep there overnight.
Speaking of another beast, look at that.
Well, that looks like a backbreaker to me. It's just screaming, chiropractor. It's the chiropractor edition.
Big
Yes.
hand truck with refrigerator straps.
Yeah.
I hope
It looks like something that would be in Noah's house.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's in my room with the portables.
There's nothing. Oh my God, it's a Leviathan. Oh, here we go. The Logix electronic computer, fun for the whole family.
For kids from 8 to 80.
That's right. But look at all this stuff. Must be early in the morning there. Before
Very
the
festive.
Yeah, I guess it's before they allow all the cattle through early in the morning. Oh, here's a Scott.
There we go. Hey, Burr. What are you doing, buddy? What are you doing?
Watch the main area. There we go.
There you go, buddy. See everybody.
So never having been to this event before, how many power cords are there underneath those pavilions?
They don't have them underneath. What they do is in the rafters and the beams, there's actually some drops there. Like my table, there's a outlet there with two outlets, and I just take one and just run into a multi splitter with like 4 things on it. And then the guy that's next to me does the same thing with his table. So we can power stuff up. But these are the radios from the guy from Alabama. You can see it just
that's the car paint, the
automotive quality paint on these things, man. They're gorgeous.
I think there's some close-ups. Yeah, here we go. I think that's one you caught too as well, this Belmont.
Yes.
Rabbit.
Wow, look at that. That looks like a very even paint job. Yeah, look at that. I don't see an error anywhere in this finish.
It's just beautiful.
Silvertown, I believe.
Yeah.
He had a radio a couple years ago that I took a picture of and sent it to my brother-in-law. And it was two-toned. It was painted the Georgia Tech colors. It was
Ah,
a special radio that he was just displaying. And my brother-in-law is a Georgia Tech alum, and I sent a picture of that radio to him. He thought I did it. I said, no, I didn't do it. I can't take credit for that. But that's the level of talent this guy has. It's beautiful. And the wood radios are equally as nice. I mean, he's a very good woodworker.
I'm sure what radio is this? Anyone recognize this?
That might be an
I'm
airman.
guessing. I would think it's probably an Arvin.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
They made him with the slide dial.
Oh, is that you took your video caught this? I think. Bob.
Yeah.
That's pretty with the light. Wow, love it. Oh, this must be the ready for the
The
bonfire.
burning of the carcasses. They have a little bonfire.
Yeah, very sad. The ice will well up. Oh, look at this. Snow White radio. Emerson. Wow.
Yeah.
It sure is nice. Let's see. Did I see it? 1800. Okay.
1800? Is that pesos or?
Yeah.
Is that
I don't
Bitcoin?
see a decimal point. I see $18 or $1.80.
That's crypto, right?
Yeah.
Atwater Kent stove.
Wow. Now this is neat. I've never seen one of these before.
AK-52.
This is exactly the color this came in, Greg?
I've never seen one personally like that. I had one once. They were more of a brownish, like the dark trim was. It was a solid color like that with a gold grill. But I think it looks better that way.
Yeah, I know. It looks more like a stove too.
Yeah, they called it a stove.
Interesting.
An old wood
First one.
stove.
Yeah, sure. Let's see here. Not sure if I recognize this.
Oh, what is
Silver
that? I
Marshall?
forget.
Oh,
That sound right?
I've
Silver-
seen them before, and I'm drawing blank. I don't remember what that is.
this must be a Zenith. Yeah, sure.
Oh, yeah.
Another nice one. Oh, here, okay, there's a bunch of options, I see. Oh, there's a Motorola. Okay. That's fooled by the sign. This is nice. Oh, it's Spartan, very nice. Attractive radio. The Polo Club.
It had some kind of graphic on the top there. Maybe it is a guy playing polo.
Oh, so it is. Yeah, there it is. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, there it is.
Yeah, that's the Polo Club edition.
Huh.
You think this is something that Ralph Lauren would be peddling?
Yeah, why not? You know, like I remember they used to have all those Lincolns that they used to have like special editions of back. in
Oh,
the
sure.
70s.
I remember those in the late 70s. You had the Bill Blass and the
Bill
Bebop
Glass, and yeah, just
I have the Carbo Shore. I have one Carbo Shore. Of its perfect shape. I as a kid, I really I was trying to decide which one I wanted. Like like I was going to end up with one, but I had made my selection. Here's this is interesting.
Silvertone. Yeah.
I'm curious what that is.
Yeah, I know. I'm looking at this thing. I have no idea. See if I can.
I think it's a Neutrodyne or something.
Yes, is You may be right. I can't, the name is kind of, I think that's an N. You may be,
I've seen one before, yeah, it's a big, long thing.
it says, just the problem is it's a kind of a bad angle.
Mhm.
I think it's a foreign battery set, maybe French, I'm not sure.
No, it's Nutridyne. It's US.
Interesting.
Oh, yeah?
Interesting how the tubes stick out the top.
Yeah, I know. That's a weird one.
Those aren't tubes, those are neutrons.
Neutron.
Here's a nice variety of stuff. RCA and what else we got here? Is that a FADA?
So,
Nice variety of stuff. I think there might be some close-ups later.
that-
There you go, Noah.
Already have one, thanks.
But maybe you want two.
Not at that price.
Yeah, that's a hardy price. I mean, it looks nice. Yeah, that's not $1. I'm afraid that's a comma.
I was working for a Philco dealership when that set came out, and we took one over to a customer. And a couple of days later, he called up and said, "You know, that thing looks like a gas pump, and the more I look at it, the uglier it gets. Bring me back a brown console."
That
I
just
hadn't
means
thought of that,
he
but
didn't he didn't keep it long enough. It gets so ugly it becomes beautiful again.
That's right. That's the cycle of life with a Philco predictor.
Exactly.
Unfortunately, before you get through that cycle, it dies because it was not very well designed.
Well, that's the other part of the cycle of life. And then you have to decide whether it's ugly just taking up space in your room, or is it still pretty to look at even when it doesn't operate? All right. Well,
Headwater Kents.
yeah, I could say a bunch of AKs here. Oh, that's Silvertone again, I think.
Yeah.
Yes.
Ooh, this is interesting.
Wow.
Nice.
Rogers.
Rogers.
That's Canadian.
That's Canadian. I was gonna say wow. That's a unique.
That is one cool looking radio.
I like it. I like
Very
it.
Art Deco.
It is. That sort of the sunburst style. Very.
It's no predictor, but it's pretty nice.
In fact, you just called out the slogan when they were selling those Roger radios. There's no predictor, but it's pretty nice.
Yeah.
Variety of radios here. Here are some interesting pieces. Anyone recognize this? Very unusual grill work here.
One on the left is a Delco, the Tombstone. I think
This one here?
it might be a 32-volt one. I had one just like that. I had to make a power supply for it.
Take a look at this behemoth.
Yeah, what's that thing that looks like an organ or something? That's pretty cool.
That's got to be a European set. That's just screaming. What it is, it beats the heck out of me.
I think whatever it is, it came from Transylvania.
You know, it could be the Romanian.
I could see that in Frankenstein's laboratory.
Right behind it is a Jacob's ladder.
Yep.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think I'm gonna give you that. That is crazy.
Gotta say the predictor looks better than that.
Yeah, I think on the predictor scale.
Yeah, on the predictor scale.
I like the gentleman in the back that's wearing it. He's got the green shirt and the black vest. And he's holding this orb. And
Yeah.
it reminds me from Woody Allen's movie Sleeper, where he's the
Yep.
robot and he's walking around with the orb.
Yep.
Oh yeah, that's a
Yes. If you
That
don't know what that
remains-
is, look it up on Google and then you'll know.
Right.
that's
That's
still
a
a funny movie. It's an awesome movie. Oh, here's another Hopalong Cassidy. Not in too bad a shape. just a little bit of lift here, but you know, or a little bit of,
Put it back down again.
but overall, neat radio. These command a fair amount of dollars, I think, right?
Yeah,
They've come down a little bit, but they're still up there.
yeah.
Yeah, not mine. I'd not mind one.
It's
I have to-
basically for looks, it's not really a great performing radio. It's just a 4-tuber.
It's a 4-tuber.
Right. No, I just like it for the looks, not for the this. Yeah, I recognize this
Yeah.
is not going to be a.
No predictor.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
Might cost more though.
Yeah, probably.
Another true tone.
All radios work. I like
Oh,
that
look
sign.
at that. It's a very attractive radio. Look at it, the grill cloth, everything. I assume that's a restoration.
I
All
prefer
radio-
the sign that says, you know, ran when new.
Yeah. You know,
It was,
150
it was
bucks.
purchased brand new by the original owner.
You know, 150 bucks is really a very reasonable
That's
price.
very reasonable for that set. An I-tube set.
I'm just looking at what are these prices behind this. I think this is 130. Bosch, this American Bosch. Wow.
That's pretty nice too.
I'm just trying to be a little bit deliberate when I zoom in so I don't keep. All right, this one's the expensive one, the silver tone at 250, but that looks pretty nice. And even then, I'd say 250 is probably quite fair. But this one, I was like, wow, look at that. Well, like the Trolla.
The Trolla had the same dial face as the True Tone.
Sure looks like it.
Yeah,
Same style.
busy, but very, very cool. You know, that Art Deco, look at that wood. Ugh. This guy does nice work.
Beautiful.
Reminds me of an art club is it Chris Thompson? I'm trying to think of his last name that has all those consoles and all those beautifully restored radios. And you know, goes to Nashua and he just rolls them all out. He does nice work. Oh,
There's an Emerson again.
$495, I think is the price. I don't see a decimal point anywhere.
Hmm.
Very nice. Oh, that's pretty neat.
Oh, wow.
That's a rare radio. I've only seen like maybe 2 of them ever.
Yeah, this is a beautiful shape. I mean, just looking at it, it looks really wonderful condition.
Hmm.
That's cool. Stuart Warner. Wow, look at that. Magic dial. What makes it magic?
The
Neat radio.
fact that it still exists.
Yeah, probably true. Pretty rare. Look at the woodwork. It's just gorgeous. An RCA Victor.
Is
This
that
is
the
neat.
Dion quintuplets on there or what?
That's an unusual 45. That's actually a changer. You could stack like about 8 or 9 45s on that.
Yep.
That red part thing up there, and it'll change it automatically.
Come on, the red part. That's the spindle.
Well, the spindle. Okay. I'm a radio guy. I'm not a phonograph guy.
I'm a record player guy, record changer guy.
Okay.
What are
I have
those
too many
graphics?
of these, but they're not the kind with those decals on there. They're just more
Yeah.
generic, brown and gray and green.
Yeah, this is pretty interesting, but that is interesting. That K part you have, Noah.
Yep.
That's cool. Oh, I think this picture is it's just that same what you call it that we were talking about. I can't remember.
Oh,
Somebody was talking about they had one without the buttons.
Right,
The Silver Marshall?
Midwest.
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 Thank you. I just froze up. Nice, nice signage.
hmm.
Just picked up a Zenith sign like that at our last meet.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, it was badly crazed to paint. It was only 20 bucks though, but I took some tester's paint on the back and filled in all the black, and it looks pretty nice again.
Oh, nice. Yeah, see, get that model paint there, Greg. You know the deal. Fix it all up.
that a chrome transformer? That might be another power supply audio output for a Scott there on the left, if it's all
Oh, yeah.
chrome.
Probably goes with the Scott one radio over.
Yeah,
Yeah,
probably.
I didn't see the radio part, but I missed that. I just saw the chrome. Oh yeah, there you go.
Yeah,
Yeah, I would say it definitely goes with that.
yeah, I would agree.
Just needs a cabinet.
That's right.
You ever watch that Buzz 1151 on YouTube? He always paints the transformer core red on every radio. he
Yes.
shows.
Yes, he does.
This is interesting. Like an advertisement. That's supposed to be up. Oh,
Oh, Spartan.
I was gonna say that's Spartan, or it looks a lot like a Spartan.
I didn't think they were that big.
Just add
Maybe-
water and
Maybe
they
she's
grow.
just really small.
Oh yeah. Now I remember. Yeah, she was in that movie with Mothra. She was one of the twins.
It's a Spartan nocturne.
Well, wait a minute. This is around the Wizard of Oz era, so she's one of the Munchkins.
Yeah.
Oh, this is nicely done. What do we have
Okay.
here?
That's an
Our word of
AK.
Kent, AK-90. Nice. Beautiful job. A couple of nice little transistors all cased up. Another case.
I think that one in the leather case is the first Philco transistor radio.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, it's a 56 or 55.
Yeah, I think we saw the silver picture earlier. Well, another
12 or 15
Venus.
tubes. Yeah.
500 bucks. 1938, 95 266 factory.
Unusual, it doesn't have the motorized tuning.
Yeah, you know, I have a 9-tube shutter dial, and that's got motorized tuning.
Yeah,
Unless it's just the wrong knob, maybe.
Oh, maybe.
or a different chassis in it or something.
Yeah.
7-tuber in there.
Thing still. Wow, look at the woodwork on these. Real beauties. Oh, look at this. Got it all.
Oh man.
Who makes this? No, let's see.
There better be a
Crossing.
record player on the left-hand
Oh,
side.
there you go.
Ooh.
Need to have a record changer in that left-hand drawer.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
The Crosley?
Yeah, it's a Crosley.
Yeah.
Oh, look at this. This looks pretty hefty. It looks like they'll
I've
require
seen
four
something about
to
that
6
online.
meg.
I think the TV screen tilts from side to side, if I'm not mistaken, on that thing.
Really? How interesting.
There was something unique about that. I read it on the Antique Radio Forum.
Look at this thing. This I'm sure this thing is no lightweight either. But people are packing up or interesting stuff in the background and all.
Silvertone, Tombstone.
There's that AK breadboard I found. I put in the video.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Nice.
It's interesting. I'm not sure what this is, but
Silvertone?
is it?
Looks like
Okay.
a Silvertone.
Yeah.
Another
That's a
attractive rate.
Stromberg next to it there, that. Yeah, that one.
Yeah. Oh, that's close up.
Yep, there it is, a
Say the AK.
Stromberg 130.
Oh yeah, there we can get a closer look there. Look at that. Yeah, yeah. That's a neat radio.
Hexagon dial.
Oh, this is interesting. What the heck is this?
It's like one of those scales that tells your fortune.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's quite a beast. Oh, that's the same set of radios. This is kind of interesting. It's this one over here. Oh, okay, Midwest. 1934.
10 inches long.
10 tubes. That's healthy.
Or 10 tubes, yeah. Wow.
That's beautiful radio. I wonder if this is really a twin speaker, one really big speaker, or one faux on one side, maybe. Does it say?
One side's a speaker and one side's a fan to blow off all the heat from the 10 tubes.
Yeah.
I think I think is a more plausible answer.
Yeah.
Okay, this Spartan is,
There's a sled.
Yeah.
yeah, that's, and that I'm sure they're getting silly money for this.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Way cool though.
Yeah, needs some work though, but it looks all there, but you have to be quite the enterprising restorer. Although
Even those reproductions are bringing some good money now.
you're right. It's, you know, but we had the real deal at our last big show in Nashua. I think I'd show that in one of our Zoom meetings.
Yeah.
Here's a pilot. Very nice. Beautiful case. Whole variety of stuff. In case you were looking about the classic
Yummy.
sandwich radio.
Okay, now I can explain this.
Oh boy.
What these are pretzels, and they are stuffed with different meats and different things. And my lovely wife will walk over to where they have the Renninger's thing where all the antique shops are and everything, and she'll give me a bacon, egg, and cheese pretzel on Saturday morning as a treat.
Sounds
And they're
nice.
$5, but they're
$5.
worth every penny. Worth
I
every
bet.
penny.
They look filling. They look like
No, that buffalo chicken looks good.
it does.
They're
And I'm a little disappointed, however. I really was hoping these like a sandwich radio.
Well, next time I'll lie to you. You know, when we do this in the fall, I'll just lie to
That's
you.
great. You just turn it.
Never-
You just turn the little beefy beef
It's
thing.
a rare Oscar Mayer.
Right. The weeder acts as an antenna.
It's the dial face on the weeder from the slide tuner.
Oh boy. Oh yeah, we recognize this. These were earlier
Yep.
photos of these.
Yeah.
Oh, this is interesting.
That's got to be a Stromberg Carlson because they made a corner cabinet and they used like a folded horn design for the speaker.
You are correct. It does say that at the bottom. Give the man a cigar.
And come to my house and haul mine the hell out.
Didn't they call that the Lambrinith or something like
Yes,
that?
a labyrinth, acoustical
Oh,
labyrinth.
oh,
I bought into the hype and bought the stupid thing and brought it home, and it's a pretty simple chassis that goes into a lot of their other radios, 1121 or something like that. I can't really remember.
they have all this
But,
baffling, right?
It doesn't really sound any different.
I
So,
took at the next Zoom meeting. You'll see. I think I have a picture of the inside of what they quote the labyrinth, if I recall correctly. It's just a bunch of cardboard baffles.
Yeah, it just splits up the thing to make it a little porty and
Yeah. I mean,
it was
maybe
enough to fool me.
and there's your advertisement for how much of an effect it did when John's
and
baking
don't
it.
let that little compact look fool you. That's still a heavy as hell radio.
Oh, it is. Totally is. The chassis alone is very heavy. It's got a huge power transformer.
I was happy to have one. I restored it and I sold it. And I don't want to look at another one. They're nice radios, but they're just heavy.
I think if you could update the speaker cone to be something more modern with a little bit more compliance and that would get down lower in frequency than the old stiff paper cones that were in there, I think it actually would make a difference and work better. But
I agree. Yeah, it'd be nice.
Does that have a? Oh, okay, never mind. I was looking at this. I thought that was a tuning eye, but
No, that's on the left.
There
Tuning
is
eye's
a
on the
tuning
left.
eye on the left. What that little star denotes is that when you see the 8 push buttons there, when you
Yep.
go to the push buttons, that star will light up.
Yeah.
oh,
When
there's
you're
a light
when you're in
behind that.
manual tuning mode, the star is not lit up, and then when you switch over to preset stations, then that lights up to tell you you're now using the button.
oh, that's cool. Gimmicky, but cool.
Yep. Well, about as gimmicky as acoustical labyrinth.
Yeah, well, that's right. Yeah, that's full of the gimmicks. That's funny.
Oh,
Oh, there we go. Now there's a real buyer.
Yeah.
I think he was probably enjoying the beer from the night before. They actually have a refrigerator there, the DVHRC guys, and someone actually painted it to make it look like a stratosphere, a Zenith stratosphere. It's got a dial on the front and everything, but it's
pretty
actually a
good.
refrigerator that fits a keg.
Wow.
Awesome.
Should do that with a little Westinghouse radio that'll just chill one can at a time.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, it would do a good job of heating one, I suppose.
Yep.
Nice speakers. That's interesting.
Wonder if that's the original crate it came in?
Yeah, I'm wondering about that. This box contains one Tower Scientific cone type speaker. I believe it
Oh, yeah.
is Brookline Avenue, Boston, from
Yeah,
the
no way.
Tower Manufacturing Corporation. How cool.
Hmm.
I believe it. That is cool. I believe this is an endorsement for what he's eating.
Wonder if that's Wilbur Gilroy.
It is.
Yeah.
I'm getting hungry.
I don't know what he's holding. Is that a chicken leg?
Yeah, it looks like it. It has all the look of it. I see a drumstick.
Okay.
At least I think so. That's what my eyes tell me, at least.
I don't know what's in his right hand. It looks like a hot pocket.
RCA.
Oh, that's an interesting radio.
RCA. Yeah, I've never seen a white one like that.
That's an interesting radio because it's literally a 5-tube radio with a transformer in it.
Really? Wow.
Yes.
I've never
I've
seen
seen
one
made a
with
couple of them, but that's actually a pretty good 5-tube radio,
Yeah.
as plain as that looks.
Interesting.
I think the tag says something about ready for television down at.
Yeah. It says right
Yeah,
down
Well,
here.
that you know what the
Leverage-
ready for television is that they have the RCA input in the back, so you can buy a phonograph and play it through there. And they figure you just take the audio output from the TV and play it through there, or something like that.
Right.
You don't see these very often.
No. Almost looks like they had the discussion replayed it. Oh, there's the refrigerator.
There's the
There you go.
refrigerator I was just talking about.
Oh, look
That
at
is
this.
all. It's just a decal.
Wow.
And it's touched up with some paint on the side.
I love it.
All that is a kegerator.
I love it. I absolutely love it. It must have taken some time to get that on. The decal
I tell you, the
on.
first time I saw that thing, I was totally fooled. And then I went up to the thing, and I just like fell over and started laughing. I saw the tap handle sticking out the side of the thing.
That is awesome. That is truly awesome.
There's a freshman.
Yeah, there's another one. I know it's the same one. Maybe it's the same one.
That's the same one.
Yeah, you're right. Because I remember the chip. Oh,
Oh, here we go.
but it looks like a rainstorm. They probably had to put a lot of, diesel fuel aside to get the fire to light up. There we go.
Both Friday and Saturday was really overcast most of the day. I think it was until Saturday morning, right around 10, 11 o'clock, the sun actually kind of went in and out.
Very sad. There we go.
It's, the thing is with the burning of these cabinets, it's not all doom and gloom, because I've seen people drag cabinets over to that thing before they light it up, and some guy will see that cabinet and just take it and drag it back to his truck. So, some
No,
of them,
I was
it's
gonna
not,
say, I bet you,
it's not a total burn for all the cabinets. Some of them actually get salvaged.
That's good to hear.
I was gonna say, I bet some people go and grab them before they get tossed in the.
Oh, code master.
Yeah, that's interesting. I think there's a little video built with this.
Yeah, it looks like a video, if you dare.
It's a 20-second video. The code reader. Cool.
I gave away a code machine on the free table at
Oh,
Brookline
yeah.
last Saturday. Ken Silvestri's son picked it up.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
That's funny. Oh, yes, I saw the email. Oh, look at this piece.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
amazing.
that's another Alabama radio right there.
Wow, it's gorgeous.
Isn't that nice?
I love these big push buttons. Look at those. These supposed to be like stick out 1.5 inches, 2 inches.
Yeah, they do. I just did one of those. It didn't turn out quite as nice as that one did, though. But
Nice.
nice.
This must be Kutztown Center.
This is downtown Kutztown. I know because I drive through there to get there. On the left, there's a Turkey Hill, which is like a gas station mini mart. I
Okay.
don't know how well you can see it.
Ice
I
cream
think
store.
it's $4.85 a gallon if you look at that sign for regular.
Yeah. And anyone driving a truck, with the van in there is only getting 20 miles a gallon at best. Probably more like 15. So they do the math.
Play the video, John.
Oh, sure. Let's see what we get. Oh, here we go.
You gotta go up the hill, and you get to the top of the hill, you gotta make a left on the Noble Street. It's a college town, Mace, mostly. You have
Oh, is that right?
Kutztown University there.
Oh, okay. Right. I think I've heard of that.
Looks like it's still in the 1940s.
Yeah, doesn't it? Well, any of those
And you
radios
see a
at the
bunch
show would
of
fit these
Typical
places.
Pennsylvania row houses here.
Yeah.
About half of them have people living in them. The other half are like students that rent them
Yeah.
for school.
Well, a radio at Kutztown would fit very nicely in any of these.
So if you went down Noble Street about half a mile, that's where Ranchers is and where this is all taking place. So
I see. There's another video. A little clip of going on, I guess, in the
wee hours of the morning. There's John. That's the guy with the eggs. That's his white Dodge truck. See, my space is in that building right there, but I'm way down the other end.
Oh, okay.
Right by the toilets.
Oh.
Perfect.
So,
Well, I think we hit the end, which is actually very good because we sort of have hit the end of our we sort of went past our by normal stopping by a little bit, but it was well worth it. Some good stuff. Well, hey, if anyone else has anything else to add, that was from their Kutztown experience, it was great having everybody here. 2 weeks from now, we'll be able to do this and talk about Spring Brookline. Bob, you're welcome to join. I can send you a link if you want to see what we've been trying to pencil up here. Great, I'll send you a link. Have you join a couple?
I hate to do this, but I've always wanted to have a piece of advertising stuff here. So here, let me see if I can pull this off. I'm gonna pick up my laptop here. And that's my latest acquisition right there.
Oh, nice.
I've always wanted to have a tube sign, but when I got that, the clock was broken, and I actually found a new old stock movement on eBay.
Nice.
Put that in there. So that's a cold dead hands clock. It's not going anywhere.
That's nice. Very nice.
Yes. Hey, John, could I make an announcement before?
Please do. Please do.
Yeah. We have, what, 5 days left to get the filled in nomination ballots into Paul Burrish. So if anybody is contemplating doing that, and I hope some of you are, please get those filled in with nominations into Paul Burrish.
Are you
That's
still
right.
looking for contributions to the bulletin newsletter?
Oh, to Raven?
We're always looking for contributions, Brad, and good to see you here, by the way.
Thank you.
Yeah, we're always looking for articles. We're usually one issue or less away from not having enough articles to fill the next issue.
Okay, thank you.
Well, thank you.
I would probably a good idea if you send an email reminder as well.
I'm planning on it. Yeah.
That'd be great. Yes, I know. I think I have to do it. And not because I'm sorry, I've just forgot about it. All right, everybody. Well, it was great having you aboard. Thanks, Bob, as always, for your great commentary and your video. We always enjoy it. You guys have a great Memorial Day weekend. Stay safe. Noah, hope you feel better. And we'll see everybody in about 2 weeks.
All right.
Thanks for having me,
Thanks, John.
guys.
Thanks, Bob.
Fun.
Take care. Thanks, Bob, again.
Bye.
Take care
Bye.
of yourselves, guys.
Thank you.